Now we can work on the bottom part. I renamed our first surface here to top and hit it. To start, we will look at the bottom. Shift S, cursor to world origin, Shift A, cursor to plane, Tab S, and we scale this one down. Very good. Now what we'll do is right click and say subdivide, and we will select U, X, and delete. The reason why we do this is now we can go to modifier, mirror, X and Y. So it's actually pretty cool because as you can see, I have a very symmetrical object and I only need to work on 1/4 of this object. Seeing from here, I can predict I need to have one line at the center, one here, one more up, and one at the end. So 1 and 2 extrusions. So from this view, E and E. Okay, I think this is all I only need. This maybe we select to move a little bit back. Okay, so then Alt click or Option click on this line. We push this out significantly, maybe to there for the moment. Okay, then U, I select, and all those I will increase to 1 because correct, we will give this now a sub-D modifier of 3, and to make the preview easier, we will turn project on. Now you see the control points are on the surface. This is very useful because now in X-ray view 2 we can press AA, B, select the bottom points and move all this up. Okay, AA, B, and I will bring this maybe to there. AA, B, select this, and then click on the red rectangle there. Yeah, maybe like this. Okay, you see, quite easy. You can select everything. A, face, shade smooth, and let's show this one. Okay, what's going on here? Well, this is way too open. Plus, if we take a look at our scan, we can also see how from here this goes up a little bit. So how do we do this? It's not too complicated. So for our bottom surface in wireframe mode, I know here I need to have something, and then probably here I need to have something. So Control R, click, and I bring this one over to there. I will turn this off for the moment so I can better see where my points really are. Control R also maybe here. Okay. Yeah, so I try to make these distances similar. Okay, so now check this out. I can try to see if I select just only these lower points, just not the top point. With this, what happens when I move this up? Ooh, look at that. There's my arc. Beautiful. So the reason why I have this and this, let me show you what happens when we do not have this. You can see how it starts at the center already to start arc up. Undo. And from here to here, this remains straight because actually these 3 points in reality are all in a line. And then this one here goes up. And then based on where this one is, I can actually push this up a little bit too, push this down a little bit, There, even better. And maybe have one control R, one more here. So this is like super straight, and goes up. Okay, so from the side that looks pretty good. I don't really know yet for the top. So let's turn this on maybe. Very good. And I will do the following in edit mode. I will select this, bring this over a little bit, or no, I will keep it where it is. We will do the following. Check this out. So think about these two shapes we created as maybe a cookie cutter tool. So Shift A, make a plane. In edit mode, so via tab, we scale this plane down to here, and SY to maybe there. So that this has to be a little bit closer. There. There you see that surface. And then E, and simply bring this up, maybe to there. Okay. What is very important is that each of these surfaces we created first completely sticks through. Again, think about this as cookie cutter dough. For when you have a snake of dough, to make a slice, you have to completely cut completely through it. So this is our dough, our tools to cut. This one here we will call mouse body. There we are. Boolean modifier. Difference. Okay. Cut maybe the top one off. So the bottom is gone, but the top one is only there. That's not what I want. I want the opposite. Why is this happening? That's because the orientation of everything. You see how the red is at the bottom? I want the opposite. Because what's facing red is being cut. So with this top surface selected, we go to edit, press A to select everything, and then mesh, normal, and simply flip. There we are. Okay, and we can leave this, hide the top one. And you see now how this object on top is nicely trimmed. So we want to cut away the stuff on the outside. So that's actually red here, correct. So we select this Boolean, and then we select this one and hide bottom. Okay, is this actually looking good? There's a tiny problem there. There we can see this actually. So this is also here fine. At the front, that's normal. We will fix this. First, we need to see how we can tackle that issue. The main problem might be, let's here go to mouse body, edit, A, and S and Y. We make this a little bit bigger. So a little bit more bigger there. It nearly is at the edge, but not 100%. There, now you see this is better. So the cube was actually a little bit too small. That was all. When we had this, and then this was basically on top. So here I do this in extreme. S and Y make this smaller. There you see now how the bottom is cut, but the sides are flat. So That was the main problem. S and Y, but as I said, now they cannot be bigger because please don't, yeah, then you get error messages or error results. It has to fit into a volume that these two surfaces define. Yeah. This is actually not too bad. So from the side, besides the ends, this is good. From here, this is also good. From the top, yeah, now there we can see what can we do differently there. And that we will take a look at in the next video. But I hope with this quickly you started realizing how easy it is to create very complicated organic surfaces by creating two shells that then enclose an interior volume. And then we use simply a dummy object like a cube and cut this out. Another way how sometimes I try to explain this is also, think about this is a block of foam and we want to remove all the details. So now we cut the top and then we cut the bottom. Or, yeah, and actually in this case it doesn't go all the way. No, so it's just these surfaces are like our knife and sandpaper. And thinking about how I would take a piece of foam and cut or remove everything very often helps understanding how we can do this in computer modeling.